Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Fly Fishing in Nature's Realm. Now, today I'm going to be fishing Newlands again. And why do I keep going back to Newlands? Because the fishing's been fantastic. And it always is great at this time of the year. And the mayfly continue to hatch and the trout continue to rise. But only for a certain period. Around about 1 o'clock till around about 2 o'clock, that's when they mainly hatch. And we're going to try and capitalise on it again today. Weather conditions today are a lot better than before. The weather conditions are overcast, and that's what we want. We're partly cloudy, sunny, partly cloudy. That's what we want, and so we should have a good day. So I'll see you in the water real soon. Back later. Alright, here we are again on Newlands Reservoir, and again field testing this 5 plus fly rod. Now I've got a heavier fly line on it, about two weights larger. It is southwesterly wind, probably about 10 knots, and it's going to blow away the spinners, but you could expect a dun hatch to occur around about 1 o'clock. Is what I would suspect, that we'll get a dun hatch at 1 o'clock, and we could be in business. So we'll just blind fish at the moment until we start seeing duns hatching, and hopefully we get a really good hatch. So yeah. Well, I'll come back a little bit later on if we have any changes in the conditions. I'll Paul McGrath in the distance there, he's got a fish on. He's using a brown nymph. What, did he come off? Oh, okay. Yeah, he's just lost it at his feet, but how big? A little new releaser? Yeah. Hey, what do you reckon? What, pound? Pound and a half?
No, just probably 3/4 pound.
3/4 pound, yeah. Alright. Oh, good stuff. Hey? Paul just got one. Well, he just dropped it at his feet, but I mean, yeah, he had it on for a fair while. But yeah, the duns are just coming on now. Mate, you're going to have to take up fly fishing.
I've never done it.
Well, you have to learn, mate, you know. You're young, you'd be laughing, mate. You know what I mean? Paul will help you out.
Yeah, he would,
Yeah, definitely. So, yeah, you'll have to get into it, mate. It's great. It's really good. Especially when you get days like this where, you know the mayfly hatches are on, and, you know, it's just great. It's just unbelievable. But, yeah, it's the duns are coming on, and, yeah, starting to move. Is it? What, fly fishing board? Okay, interesting. Yeah, see, they're going to have the wind behind them over there. I like the wind cast into the wind, because when your fly comes back, it's drifting naturally. You know what I mean? Yeah. Where if you got it the other way around, it creates drag on your fly. It looks unnatural, and especially the big fish, you know. Oh, it's just I'd say it's an art, but anyone can do it. You know what I mean? It's
just practice.
Just practice. Exactly. It's like playing golf. You want to be a good golfer, you just got to keep practicing. Simple as that. Anyone can do it. So yeah. But you go back in the history of this lake, it's amazing. There's a book I've got called Fly Fishing in Australia by Corslin, I think his name is. I'm not
Okay,
sure
yeah.
if I'm pronouncing that right.
Yeah.
But in that, he talks about back in the 1950s when people used to come up for like a holiday from Melbourne.
Yeah.
They'd book into there used to be a pub and a hotel and all that jazz, and they'd book in a room and they'd come out here and fish. It was just incredible.
Jeez.
And some of the fishing stories they told was just
Yeah.
amazing. Right? So it's really got a steep in history. It really
Yeah.
is. Yeah, it's great.
Pain in the arse, isn't it?
Yeah, but don't worry about it. You know what I mean? If you worry about that, you might as well not go fishing if you worry about shit like that. Really.
Yeah.
And I say to people, I always say to people, they say, when should I go fishing? What's the best? I say, when you can go fishing.
Yeah.
Especially when you're working, like yourself, right? You don't get enough time to go fishing. So, it's raining, it's not going to be good. Yeah, well, you're never going to go fishing, are you? So you just go, and you'll be surprised, what you can, how successful you'll be. Righto, here we are, back again, and duns are starting to hatch and trout are rising, but there's only probably the odd trout rising. But we've got fly fisherman Johnny Gulgers just to the right of me, and he took a nice little trout on a damsel nymph fly, so that's pretty good. I've seen a big, well, probably around about 3 pound trout rise to these duns, and he was a good fish. So we'll continue, and hopefully they'll improve. Oh, look at the duns. Yep, there's plenty of duns hatching. I don't know if you can see it down there, but I'll point the camera lens to that dun just at the end of me fly rod there. See him just there, right there at the end of me fly rod. So I hope you can see that. But yeah, it's on. Now I've got another fly rod that I'm trying. This is this fly rod is the Aspire in a 6 weight, and it's a beautiful rod. And yeah, geez, there's more dun. Geez, a lot of duns are hatching, John. All right. Well, if we catch a trout, either of us, we'll come back then. Well, people, I just saw the biggest trout I've ever seen in Newlands, or it was a carp. Its fin was really funny. It looked unlike a trout. Fin at the back. I think it might have been a big, massive carp, but I wasn't sure. I'm not sure. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm working. Oh, what's that weed? I'm working a bag fly. Now, I'm basically trying to get them to change their minds. They're taking the odd dun, and in this calm water, there's some spinners, and I know amongst them there's some trout in here. May have taken the odd spinner that's around all done, but I thought the dun hatch was finished, and so I put on a bag fly to maybe entice them to take that, but nothing yet. got the Aspire fly rod on, and these rods from Max Catch are fantastic. This Aspire is a 4-piece 6-weight with a 6-weight matching fly line from Max Catch, and this rod is really good. It casts beautifully in short, it casts good long distances, and the fly line, these Max Catch fly lines are just sensational. They're like the old silk fly lines. You're probably saying to yourself, how would I know what the silk fly lines were like? Well, early on in my career, I had a bloke who had one of these silk fly lines that no one had used. It had been used a couple of times, so I polished it up, cast the line. It was fantastic. But like all of the old silk fly lines, that's their downfall, is rubbing in, floating into the line to make it float, and that's why plastic fly lines were invented and polymer fly lines. So the silk fly lines were without a doubt the greatest fly lines. They were fine in their diameter. I'm catching up to weed here. They were fine in their diameter and gave great presentation and cast good distances, and yeah, they really, you could really shoot those silk fly lines. Well, this fly line from Max Catch, it's so similar to a silk fly line, it's not funny. But it uses modern day technology for the coating. But the diameter, it's so thin, its diameter is so small, and it really presents a fly beautifully. So I could really recommend the Aspire fly rod and fly line. Now, the fiberglass fly rod, I've been testing it out in a lot of different situations, and I've come to the conclusion it's a good rod for stream fishing in the free weight that I've got. For stream fishing it's perfect, but for lake fishing, no, it's a little bit struggles. It really does struggle. So what I would say to people is, if you can, try the fiberglass fly rod out, see what you think of it yourself. Like I say, I think it's only suitable for streams and rivers. Oh, there's a trout right over there. It's that big bastard. That was a trout. Oh, that's in the area. That's in the area of that fish. casting into the breeze, or it's a light sort of breeze. Oh no, he touched it. You're kidding me. Oh, did you see that, people? Oh, Jesus. Yes. Jesus Christ almighty. How big was that? That wasn't a trip. That could have been a car. I'm mystified. there. Smith Emerger. Which is good. Did you see that? You have had to have seen that. Now they're on film. Camera. What the f***? Now you got that on camera. That is on camera for sure. That's weird. This trout isn't what, 10 feet away. He just keeps coming up as if he's taking an emerger. I've got an emerger on, he's just not touching it. I guess that's why he's so big. G'day guys. Well, what a great day it was on Newlands Reservoir yesterday. It was just fantastic. That's why I'm doing the video recording today, because I fished right up till dark and just didn't have the light after that to do a ending report. But what a fantastic day. There was duns hatching around about 1 o'clock through to 2:30, and the newly released trout were rising to them, not on a real consistent basis, but every now and then. And Paul McGrath, who I met up there, he's a great fly fisherman, and Johnny Goodges, also another great fly fisherman. They both managed to catch a trout, one working a brown nymph and the other one using a damsel nymph. So they were successful. I had no luck in that regard, because I was filming and going back and forth and so forth. But at the end of the day, the last 2 hours of light, again, I didn't catch a trout, but what a 2-hour session. It's probably 2 hours before dark, maybe an hour and a half, and in the area I was in, there were trout porpoising everywhere. And I don't mean newly released trout, I mean big trout. It was just amazing. Now, admittedly, there were a few carp in amongst the trout that were sort of like splashing about, but more in the shallower sections. But there's definitely trout taking what I thought was the emerging nymph. I started off with an emerger, had no luck. I thought I'd change, and I went to a bag fly. Sometimes it's great to change your fly and try and change their mind, and a bag fly usually does that for me. And I did come up trumps in regards to the trout swirled to the fly. He just mouthed it. I lifted the rod and I just felt him for about a second, just the slight weight, and then he let it go and I missed him. So that was a bit of an upset there. But it was just great footage, seeing these trout porpoising here and there. It was just fantastic. So yeah, that's why I keep going back to Newlands Reservoir, guys. It's probably the best lake in Central Highlands. That and Hepburn Lagoon, which I think I'll start heading towards Hepburn and giving Hepburn a go as well. There's some great fish in there, don't worry about that. Yeah, sort of a successful day, but in next time I go, I might hook up to these big trout there. So until the next episode, this is Bruce Smith saying goodbye, and hopefully we'll have some more luck next time. Bye for now.